Chapter 21. Decorum, espouse, exhilaration, exorbitance, extricate, facilitate, orthodox, rejuvenate, synchronize, tenuous. 10 words in contest. In the space provided, write the letter of the meaning close to that of each bold-faced word. Use the context of the sentence to help you figure out each word's meaning. 1. Decorum. Decorum demands that you send the thank you notes for all birthday gifts, even those you don't like or will never use. In her newspaper columns, Miss Manners gives advice on decorum in all kinds of situations. For example, she says that at the dinner party, you must be polite even if you find a bug crawling on your salad. A difficult situation. B. Beauty. C. Proper conduct. Decorum means C. Proper conduct. 2. Espouse. Some politicians espouse whatever ideas they think will win them votes. People who espouse animal rights often find themselves in conflict with the scientists who argue for the use of the animals in medical experiments. A. To speak for. B. To argue against. C. To study. Espouse means A. To speak for. 3. Exhilaration. After the last exam of the year, Jen and I were so filled with exhilarations that we skipped it all the way to the car. A marching band gives most people a feeling of exhilaration. The lively music makes them feel excited. A. Appropriateness. B. Liveliness. C. Commitment. Exhilaration means B. Liveliness. 4. Exorbitant. Even if I were rich, I wouldn't pay $300 for those shoes. It's an exorbitant price. The armed forces often spend exorbitant amounts on minor items, including an $800 ashtray and a toilet seat that costs thousands of dollars. A. Estimated. B. Inconvenience. C. Extremely high. 5. Ashtray. The fly struggled and struggled but was unable to extricate itself from the spider's web. The young couple rounded up so many debts that they finally needed a counselor to help them extricate themselves from their financial mess. A. To untangle. B. To distinguish. C. To excuse. 6. Facilitate. Automatic stores in supermarkets facilitate the entries and exits of the customers with bags or shopping carts. For those with poor eyesight, large print facilitates reading. A. To decrease. B. To cause. C. To assist. Facilitate means C. To assist. 7. Orthodox. When Father Mackenzie brought drums and electric guitars into church, he shocked the more orthodox manners of his congregation. The orthodox footwear for a sprint or distance race is some kind of running shoes, but a champion is the open-end runner competed in the Olympics barefoot. A. Revolutionary. B. Traditional. C. Important. Orthodox means B. Traditional. A. Rejuvenate. The Fountain of Youth was a legendary spring whose water was rejuvenate people. The grass has become brown and matted, but the warm spring's rain rejuvenated it, parking it and turning it green again. A. To set free. B. To excite. C. To give new life to. Rejuvenate means C. To give new life to. 9. Synchronize. The secret agents synchronized their watches so that they could cross the border at exactly the same minute. We need to synchronize the clocks in our house. The kitchen clock is 10 minutes slower than the alarm clock in the bathroom. A. To coordinate. B. To repair. C. To find. Synchronize means A. To coordinate. 10. Tenuous. It doesn't take much to destroy an already tenuous relationship. Something as slight as forgetting the telephones can cause an unstable relationship to collapse. Dale was opposed to the Equal Rights Amendment, but his position seems tenuous. He couldn't support it with any facts, and his logic was weak. A. Shaky. B. Easy. C. Established. Tenuous means A. Shaky. Matching words with definitions. Following some definition of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentence above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meanings of each word. 1. Exhilaration. Cheerfulness, high spirits. 2. Extricate. To free from a tangled situation or difficulty. 3. Tenuous. Having little substance or basis, weak, poorly supported. 4. Decorance. Correctness in behavior and manners, standards or conventions of socially acceptable behavior. 5. Rejuvenate. To make someone feel or seem young again, to make something seem fresh or new again. 6. Espouse. To support, argue for, or adopt an idea or cause. 7. Synchronize. To cause to occur at exactly the same time, to cause clock and watches to agree in time. A. Facilitate. To make easier to do or to get. 9. Orthodox. Following established traditional rules or beliefs, especially in religions. Following what is customary or commonly accepted. Excessive, especially in amounts, cost, or price beyond what is reasonable or appropriate, is exorbitant. Caution: do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definition to help you in the following practice. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Sentence check 1. Using the answer line provided, complete each item's flow with the correct word from the box. Use each word once. A. Decorance. B. Espouse. C. Exhilarations. D. Exorbitance. E. Extricate. F. Facilitate. G. Orthodox. H. Rejuvenate. I. Synchronize. J. Tenuous. 1. Ignoring all standards of the cafeteria decorance, students sat on the tables and threw French fries at each other. 2. Some premature babies are so tiny and weak that their hold on light is very tenuous. 3. The ad for the anti-wrinkles cream claims that it will rejuvenate against skin. 4. The new restaurant went out of business because its exorbitant price. 5. The children's exhilarations at the amusement park was contagious. Their parents soon felt excited too. 6. If you are giving a dinner party, preparing some food platters ahead of the time will facilitate your work when the guests arrive. 7. At age 2, Patrick gets his head stuck between the bar of an iron railing. His parents have to call the fire department to come and extricate him. A. During the 1960s and 1970s, there were bitter clashes between those who espoused the United States involvement in Vietnam and those who were opposed to it. 9. New members of the water ballet clubs will have trouble coordinating their swimming, but with practice, the group is able to synchronize its movements. The orthodox treatment in this kind of case, the doctor said, is surgery followed by chemotherapy, but some specialists are exploring the possibility of using surgery only. Note: now check your answer to these questions by turning to page 179. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practices, for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answer line provided, complete each item below with 2 words from the box. Use each word once. 1 to 2 is fill the audience with exhilarations to see the dancer in the chorus lines synchronize their turns and kids so perfectly. 3 to 4. In any religions, orthodox practices are slow to change. New ones are always in a tenuous position at first, and require time to become widely accepted. 5 to 6. Although these things exorbitant and expensive vacations may be worth the money, as it can often rejuvenate one's mind and body. 7 to 8. Foreign service officers must observe strict rules of conduct. If their behavior violates decorum, their governments may have to extricate itself from diplomatic mess. 9 to 10. My grandmother's espoused garlic as the treatment for chest cold, in the belief that it facilitates breathing. Sometimes she made us eat it, and sometimes she rubbed it on our chest. As a result, we were often ostracized by our friends, who found the smell of garlic repugnant. Final check. 12 grown men in the bog. Here is the final opportunity for you to strengthen your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selections carefully, then fill in each blank with the word from the box at the top of previous page. Context clues will help you figure out which word goes in which blank. Use each word once. My college reunions are very traditional occasions, but there is usually very little that is orthodox about my husband's. Take, for example, one of the final events of his reunions last year. It all began when a big bearded man stood up to address Quaker's crowd. Over the noises, the man yelled, "You're about to see an amazing sight. The 12 large, robust hulk of manhood you see up here, none with the waistline smaller than 42 inches, are about to crease into this Volkswagen Beetle. We are not here to espouse the use of economic cars, and we're not masochists trying to torture ourselves. It's just that we all fit into the Beatles 20 years ago, and we think to do it again today. On this, we occasionally rejuvenate ourselves to letting go of our serious side and doing something in. How can we stay young? Now, I know that some of you have exorbitant spades in the amount of 2 whole box writings on it, he joked. We won't fail those who believe in us, and those of you who consider our clan tenuous just watch. Then the beard of a man turned to the 11 others. Okay, heroes, he exhorted them. It is no time for decorums. Forget your manners, and do anything you can to facilitate this mighty test. Now, let's synchronize our star. All together. Ready, set, go. Shoving, yelling, and cursing, the 12 men try to crease into the car. If they do get in, I say to my husband, how will they ever extricate themselves? Moments later, however, everyone was cheering vociferously. All 12 men were inside the car. After a few seconds, they exploded out of it. While with the exaggeration sweaty but triumphant, they jumped up and down and hugged one another. Crosses. Sentence check 2. Final check. Enter your course above and in the vocabulary performance chart on the inside back over the book.